What's up, Zack Oates here, author, entrepreneur, and customer relationship guru. Welcome to Give an Ovation, growth strategies for restaurants and retailers, where we find industry leaders to share their secrets to grow your business. This podcast is sponsored by Ovation, a customer experience and marketing platform that gets you more reviews, more feedback, and more revenue. Want to learn more? Visit ovationup.com. All right, welcome to another special edition of COVID-19 Give an Ovation. On with us is Fred Langley, who is a chef and CEO of Restaurant Systems Pro. And Fred, really appreciate you coming on with us, man. It's some crazy times here, so thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. We're working overtime here trying to serve the community well, and so I'm happy to talk to you.
Yeah, so first of all, tell me, Fred, what does Restaurant Systems Pro do?
Yeah, so we help restaurants with systems and processes that get them more time and increase their profits. So essentially, another way to say it is we're franchise system for the person that doesn't want a franchise.
Nice. Like it, man. Okay, so jumping in, talk to me. What have you seen that's working? What have you seen that's not working? How are people that you're seeing that are being successful? What's going on?
Yeah, so there's lots that are working. I have members that are that have closed. I have members that are seeing record sales beyond because they've positioned themselves to serve the community well. A lot of my members that actually listened well over a month ago, I put out a COVID-19 preparedness email, and it just talked about planning menus now, planning for takeout now. This is well over a month ago at this time, making sure that you have to-go supplies, because as we saw what was happening in the world, we were watching close and let our clients know about it. And a lot of them were prepared.
So mid-February, you're reading these tea leaves and saying, "Hey, this wave is coming, but if it isn't, you still need to be prepared for it," right?
Yeah. I'm not that smart. I just had some people that were close to me that have business in China, and was seeing them scramble, and it was just more of a, and when I put it out, it was more of just a, hey, just in case, you might want to be prepared for this. There's no downside to being prepared, and so we put that out. And we're putting out a lot more content as well, as far as how to serve well, how to be there for people, because the grocery stores are being cleaned out. The hoarding is not necessary, but people are panicking, and so but the supply chain is doing well, and so restaurants are able to get their products and are able to produce for the general public, and so a lot of them are. Some of them are getting the backlash of it, like, hey, you need to do your civic duty and close down. But honestly, I believe it's a necessary service for sure.
Yeah, totally.
And serving the public when they can't have no other way of getting food, it's going to become even more important as people's supplies start to run out. And it may be somebody's only form of sustenance is the restaurant community serving them. And so with that being said, it's our job to serve the community well and to serve them at a time that they cannot get any other form of food. So with that being said, there's some of my barbecue places, they're setting up their smokers outside. I have some local ones that have set up where the Sam's and Costco's have shut down their cafes, but they're setting up outside the Sam's and Costco. So as people are in line trying to get products, they're serving them well. And then pre-planned meal service where they're supplying a flat of eggs, supplying groceries, gallons of milk, flats of eggs, and necessary items that people need, along with the prepared meal items. The touchless delivery also has, steps for them to put out their ice chest so that there's no contact. And I'm urging my my restaurant clients and people I'm connected with in the industry to put on social media the safety precautions that you're taking, as far as showing people, working with gloves and covering their face and having masks on while they're preparing food, and really just educating the public that you're not just out to make a buck, that you're serving them and doing a service that is needed, and somebody has to step up and do it. And so there's been some success stories for sure, along with the hardships with these cases.
So what are some of the challenges that you're finding, Fred, in your with your clients in moving to online and delivery systems and changing their menus? What are some of the biggest challenges, and what are people doing to get over that?
So I have one client that's been working on his delivery systems and to-go online ordering stuff for the past 6 months. And he pushed the envelope and got it up, and what he's been working on in the 6 months got up in a matter of days. So It's amazing when your back is against the wall what you're able to accomplish. He had already been working on that, already had that going. A lot of my clients don't have any sort of systems for that set in place at all. And so what we did is we scrambled, and I got my programming team together, all of my team, and we put together, with a third party to help us, put together a online ordering system that we're offering to not just my clients, but anybody out there, and at no charge, just to serve the community well. And so what it is, it's a page, you can embed it on your website. If you can't, some people don't even have access to their website without getting somebody to help them. Without any help from anybody else, we can get a web page up that people can do online ordering. It'll come through by email. It'll notify you in an app notification, and you can fulfill orders and take it there. Because sometimes the phone's not just enough. A lot of clients are finding that, hey, people are trying to call and we're getting rushes of deliveries, but the phone's busy because the phone's ringing. Well, you want people to get you online as well. And so this is a nice service that we're adding on to what we do. And it's just looking at what the needs of our clients have and always trying to fill them. So
awesome. Yeah. And what are some of like the big challenges that you're seeing of the people who are struggling? Why are they struggling? Is it because they don't have the delivery system set up? Is it because their menus are too complicated? What are you seeing as like some of the common
the biggest one is mindset. I mean, with a defeated mindset, people are not able to kind of dig themselves out of that depression, right? When you can get beyond that and understand that you have a community to serve, you have employees that need you, you have purpose, it helps you kind of get off that whole woe is me and get after it. We all go through it. We all can feel it. It's a really difficult, stressful, anxious-ridden time, and getting beyond that and looking for ways that you can serve others to direct your energies outward rather than inward. Overcoming that first step is really the most important. And then you just kind of look and see what you got to get done and stay busy doing it. Even the restaurants I have that have decided, hey, it's the right thing for us to close. I have one client who actually has been tested and he has COVID-19. Because he had contact with his managers, he felt like, hey, it's the right thing for me to do to completely. We know that there was contact with it. We're shutting all of our operations. Wow. Which I feel is really responsible, Yeah. At the same time, we want to keep those managers that have been so busy running the restaurant all the time. Hey, let's get your inventory set up. Let's get those online digital checklists going. Let's work on your training programs. Let's get all those recipe costing cards that we haven't completed. Let's get this work done. Let's map our POS system to our recipes so that we can look at ideal food costs. All these tasks and things that need to get done, there's still work to do. And instead of just kind of being depressed about the whole situation, make it a positive and still set yourself up to come out of this stronger on the other side of it.
Absolutely. The market will come back. And that's the thing. I think a lot of people, it's not a blizzard, it's a drought. But the thing is that it's not the end of the world, right? So It's somewhere between a blizzard and the end of the world. But when it comes down to it, it's like, we're going to get through this because we'll do it together. right?
Yes.
And at the other end, will be better for it. But I think that you're absolutely right. Now is the time to do those important and not urgent things. Those things that always get, it's like, oh, this would be great if we could do that. And we've all had a mental list. I actually have a list that I've kept on my to-do tracker of here's all the important, not urgent things, so that when I get a free week, magically that will
Right.
somehow appear, I
Yeah.
could do those things. Now, unfortunately for people like you and I, right now is just like super urgent, working with all of our customers, working to help the industry. We also have a COVID-19 page that goes off of ovationup.com, where we have services that we're helping out with as well. Because right now, Fred, this is our industry, and so we're here to help. And so I love hearing about what you're doing. That's why I wanted to bring you on and have you share what you're doing. So in the end, we've got look to step up the outside, look to go outside. And actually, like if you could cook your food outside or do something outside to get people seen,
Yep.
I think that's a great idea. 2, make sure you have pre-planned meals, and don't be afraid to have needed items. And again, something that we've been stressing over and over again is re-look at your menu. Don't be afraid to change things up. 3,
Make it smaller for sure.
yes.
Make it smaller for sure. Make it easier to execute with less employees. That was in my report months ago, is plan that menu that you can do. If you were to lose half of your workforce and you had to try to just execute, make your menu smaller.
Love that. 3, share safety precautions that you're taking with your customers. And then 4, get out of that defeated mindset. There's things to be doing. There's people that need you. So get out there and do it. Love that, Fred. How do people contact you? How do they reach out to you if they want to learn more or work with you at Restaurant Systems Pro?
Yeah, it's Fred at restaurantsystemspro.net. You can send me an email. Anything you're interested, any help you're interested in, we're here for you. If you want that online ordering page, we're doing that pro bono. So just contact us and we'll get you all set up on that as well.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Awesome. Well, Fred, today's ovation goes to you, man, for doing what you can to help the industry out and for getting that positive vibes out there about we got this, we could do it. So appreciate you, man.
Thanks, Zach. Appreciate you.
Glad you're with us today, and thank you. Thank you to the risk takers, the troublemakers, the crazies who are keeping this world clothed and fed. You're the ones who deserve an ovation. Again, this podcast was sponsored by Ovation. To see how we can help you grow your business, go to ovationup.com. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, remember to give someone in your life an ovation today.